Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your August 2025 Singles Love Prediction. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what is going on around you, what's coming towards you, anything spirit wants you to know. Lots of cards, lots of messages. I have charms and initials today as well. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Please use this reading to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Spirit, please share with me for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. What do you have for my Gemini today? What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you want us to know? I am listening for you now. I have the fog's veil, uncertainty and confusion. I need the fog. Well, the good thing about fog is that it does pass. It does. The sun comes out, the fog goes away. You know, I mean, for the most part, the sun comes out, right? You don't have like fog. I mean, unless you live in London, but you don't have foggy days all day long. You might have a little bit of fog in the morning, and then the sun comes out and it gets better. So it's more of a feeling of this kind of state of confusion, or I don't know what's going on in a connection is going to pass. So let's keep going. I have the lionfish, boundaries, hidden dangers. So I'm going to say set your boundaries. They're saying don't allow someone in right away. And what I mean by that, it could be physically, okay? It might be, yeah, emotionally you can get to know them, but don't allow them. If you feel like kind of iffy about somebody, you don't have to sleep with them, okay? That's not part of the, you know, a given. So it's almost this feeling of, you know, unless you really want it, unless you're really waiting for it, and it's a mutual decision, but it doesn't have to happen right away. It was more like, you know what, protect yourself, guard yourself, get to know somebody. I have a swordfish, swift action. I do want to feel like I'm trying to catch you. I do. I feel like I'm going swordfish fishing. I do feel like they want to catch you. So there is a sense of, you know, it would be exciting for them to catch you. It would be exciting for them to, you know, finally, you know, go out there. They go out every weekend. They never catch anything, but all of a sudden they find you. You know, that would be wonderful. But it was a sense of catching you. Spirit, please share with me. And I have a sailor's knot, interconnectedness. Ooh, I like that. Interconnected. Let's tie the knot, you know, I mean, or just this feeling of, you can see we're wrapped around each other and there's no getting out of this. Spirit just said, it's like once we're connected, it's kind of a given. It's kind of really hard to undo. So there could be somebody coming into your energy that, I mean, certainly, you know, let's tie the knot if we're going to be in a committed relationship, but definitely this feeling of it would be really hard to get out of because our heart is, you know, really in it. So let's see what the cards are saying. Let's see what they want for you. Spirit, what is coming our way? What is it that you need us to hear? I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I have a 6 of Wands. And I have a Page of Swords and a 4 of Swords coming out at the same time. It's coming into me more as they're getting ready to make their move, that maybe you're kind of patiently waiting and wondering what's taking them so long, or I kind of thought that they were interested in me, but they really haven't said anything. They haven't stepped forward. Maybe they're not interested. Maybe they just don't want a relationship. Maybe I read them wrong. But I do feel like this is a little bit of they're just kind of waiting to make their move for some reason. Maybe they just want to make sure that you really are available and that you really are interested in them as much as, you know, they're interested in you. But sometimes people just kind of take their time and think about it and just say, you know, if I ask this person out and it goes well, then I've really started something, haven't I? So they take their time with, am I ready to start? You know, so some people jump right in and other people kind of go around and round a little bit for a little bit of time. And I have a feeling like the person that you've met is going to take their sweet old time to at least get this going. It doesn't mean that once it gets going, it's not going to be consistent, but the kind of start, I guess. I have an Emperor. I have an Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, and I have a Devil. Ooh. They're saying not to say that they're not tempted. Look at this card. Isn't that cool? They're saying not to say that they're not tempted by you. Okay. So they're definitely tempted. There definitely is this, I could seduce you in a heartbeat energy, but that's not really what they know that you deserve or know what you want. The Emperor has more prestige than that. The Emperor is going to be more of a gentleman, okay, or a lady, and it's kind of a feeling of I have more class than just kind of seducing somebody, but they're definitely tempted. I will say that it's a sensual connect, you know, it's a sexy connection. Okay, it's a chemistry. It's something that I'm definitely interested in. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. I think that they have, I'm going to say secret thoughts. I'm going to say that they're fantasizing about you, that they could see themselves making love to you. They could see themselves with you. They're very attracted to you. So you've got somebody out there, a little bit of a fantasy, you know, fantasizing about you. And they're trying to not take it, not trying to jump into it because of that. They don't want to give you the impression that they only want you for one reason. And I feel like they're actually, maybe that's why they're taking their time with kind of getting this going, because they know it can come off that way. So maybe they're just kind of pushing it away for a little bit and just saying, you know, it would be great, but that's not ultimately what they're going to want or what I really should have. So I feel like they're trying to calm themselves down a little bit instead of jumping into kind of this, you know, wild and crazy, you know, they don't want just an affair. I have somebody, I'm going to do some clues. I have somebody's interested in fashion, or how about you just always look great? You know, you always look pulled together. You always, I'm dropping cards. You always look, you know, I just like your sense of style. You always look amazing. I have a student. It's coming into me as a perpetual student, not necessarily that somebody's still in school unless they're taking courses at night or finishing up an advanced degree, something like that. But I feel like somebody has educations, that I loved being a student. If I could afford to be a student, I'd be a student forever because it was fun. And I like going to school. But this perpetual student, I'm always kind of learning. Pessimistic. I'm going to say more along the lines of so many people I meet are not, just have so much baggage is how I want to say it. So that could be you, that could be them. And they're struggling with, I'm just so tired of everybody else's garbage. I have my own garbage, and I don't want to take on somebody else's problems. So I just feel like I just can't be with somebody who has just stuff, whether it's debt or money issues, can't maintain jobs, just housing issues right now. It's just somebody that is just got too much stuff to deal with. And I just want to break from all of that because I got my own stuff. So they're looking for somebody who's got some stability, some independence, that just isn't at a place in their life where they have the time and energy and that they can be in a relationship. Somebody who has a tattoo, it looks like a flower, okay? Looks like a flower, a leaf of some kind. I have stylish and fashion, so I think we both look good. I'm going to say it that way. Maybe we make a great couple. I have mature, okay? I've got facial hair, a little bit of a trim beard, maybe a goatee, salt and pepper hair, maybe a little bit older, the age difference. I have old-fashioned values. I want to treat you right. Yeah, this person is, as much as they're fantasizing about jumping into bed with you, they're trying to do it the right way. I need to take you out. I need to get to know you. So they're trying to do it the right way. So that's good. I'm loyal, dark hair, brunette, fair skin, okay, dark eyes. I'm loyal to the person that I'm with. I could wear glasses, dark hair, dark eyes again, dark glasses. I love the arts. I'm connected to the arts. So they could be always learning new things. Maybe it's their hobby. Maybe it's part of their career. Maybe they love museums. They love art galleries. They love anything that is, original art, something like that. I'm funny. Somebody's got a great sense of humor. The sweater's jumping out at me also. Somebody's always cold, always looking for a sweater, always has layers on. Somebody who has a tendency to run cold. I have an adventure. I'm outdoorsy is how that came into me. They're saying I'm not afraid to get in a boat, so I probably know how to swim. I'm not afraid to get in like a canoe or a kayak or a little putt-putt boat, something like that, as long as there's probably a life jacket on board. But yeah, I'm not afraid of water. So somebody who wouldn't be afraid of water, both good swimmers, both outdoorsy. I have dominant in social media. I don't know if it's dominant as, like they're into kinky stuff. I don't think I'm feeling that, but I don't know. Maybe it's something on social media that we take a look at and we both laugh at. And we're like, are you kidding me? Like, look at this. So it feels more like that. It feels more like, do you believe that people do this? Or do you believe that this is even out there? Like, look what just popped up on my screen. I mean, there's so much garbage out there. But social media, I'm going to say we're both active in social media. I'm going to say that maybe we met through social media. Maybe we met online dating. Spirit, please share with me, or we'll meet. These are some angel numbers: 202, perseverance. I'm not going to give up on you. They said they want to catch you. I think perseverance with the right person really pays off. The person who never drops the ball, the person who shows up when they say they're going to show up, the person who calls when they say they're going to call, the person who has consistency, and they just continue to, show you that they want to be with you. I have 2222, a twin flame connection. You could be feeling that you share the same heart. You could be feeling, there's definitely a temptation, and it's a very sexy connection. So you could be feeling that pull. I have 369, very compassionate. I can feel your passion. I can feel your compassion. I feel your understanding. I feel your empathy. Those things can all be coming forward. I have 333. I want to support you, not in the sense that you're finding somebody to pay your bills, but if it's a divine masculine energy, just remember that the divine masculine is provide and protect. It's their natural instinct. So one of the things that if it's somebody that really wants to be with you, that you should hear from them, they'll say things like, how can I help you? What do you need from me? Is there anything I can do for you today? So they step forward with that divine masculine energy because they want to show you that they somehow are taking care of you in these small ways. So that is a clue that somebody really wants to be with you. 1031. I have lots of passion in this connection. We'll take that also. Thank you, Spirit. Nope, infinity. Look for an infinity sign. Keep your eyes open for the rainbow energy is jumping out at me also, but the infinity symbol, look for an infinity symbol. Maybe you start to see them everywhere. Let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are. Maybe you can confirm your person that you're thinking of right now, or if this is somebody new. We're just going to get first initials, last initials. Maybe we'll get your name, their name. And then if I have any names that come into me intuitively, I will definitely say them out loud to you. Okay. So let me just see. Now, I might not have all the letters to spell those names. They'll probably just be like a jump start from some of the letters. So don't see how, how did she get that name out of those letters? They're coming into me intuitively. So let's see what they say. They could be lost loved ones, also people connected in your life, your name. So let's see. I have the letter T, R. I have a B, I have a W. I have a Q. I have a C. Okay, so I have a feeling of like a Terry energy, Terrence, Terry. I also had like a Connor energy come in. O, Z, F, D, D. I feel like I want to say Dee Dee. Like the name Dee Dee. It could be a nickname for Diane. It could be somebody's name in the spirit world. I have an I have a P, I have a Y. I did feel like a Fred. I know that's like an old name, but I'm going to say Frederick. They're saying Paula. Okay, they're also saying, it sounds like Daisy. It does sound like Daisy. It could be a pet. I mean, I haven't pet Daisy, but it could be somebody else that lost a pet named Daisy as well. But it does feel like Daisy to me. So somebody might have a pet in the spirit world that's saying hello. Let's see what else we have. Spirit, please share with me. Infinity symbols, look for that. Infinite love, right? And, I mean, it's hard to say that love will last forever, right? But that's what we want to believe. We want to believe that when we're with the right person, that we can stay with that person and we can grow and we can get through things and we can share a lifetime together. I mean, that's the goal. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that feeling I had a little bit earlier with the knot, that nothing can tear this apart. You know, we can say fate, you know, destiny brought us together, all of those things, but nothing can take this away is more what I feel. And I think when two people say that to each other, they're both all in. They both really want this, but that divine timing is lining up with that Wheel of Fortune. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I have a Justice card. And I have a 3 of Pentacles. I have to go back to this 5 of Pentacles and this divine masculine feeling that I had a moment ago, because you could be struggling in an area of your life and the person coming into your life may be in a better place. They may have more income. They may be more established. They may not be going through a crisis of some kind. And it is a feeling of, let me help you. You don't have to do it alone. And again, it's not that you need somebody to pay your bills. That's not what I'm talking about. It's somebody who genuinely wants to be in your life and is in your life. And they're there to help you. And there's going to be a day that you're able to help them. Plus, Spirit's saying you bring so much more to the relationship. You bring this, you know, caring and nurturing and kindness and loyalty, they said. So there was this feeling of, let me just help you. You don't have to do this all by yourself. You know, sometimes it's okay to accept help from others. I have an Empress. Beautiful. I have a 3 of Wands. That's coming into me as I see a future with you. A 10 of Pentacles. I have a lot to offer. Thank you, Spirit. And I have a Chariot. Whoever this is, they're going to try to move it forward. There was a little bit of a delay in the beginning. There was a sense of, once we start, I know that I'm entering into a relationship with you, or at least I'm hoping to be entering into a relationship with you. So I don't want you to look at that person as they're not interested, as much as they are just getting used to the idea that they might be entering into a long-term relationship, and they're giving up kind of the life that they have today. So they're just taking their time with that, but it doesn't mean that they don't want it, and it doesn't mean that they're not interested in you. Let's see what the loving messages are, Spirit. I want to do some charms. Let me do my charms. Almost forgot my charms. Yikes. Let me do my charms. Let's see what we have. So I do have some numbers. Let's do the numbers first. And then let's get some charms. Okay. So these could be important numbers to you. The number 21, 7 could be July. I have 13, 13th of the month. 5 could be May, 5 days. I have the number 30, 30th of the month. That would be nice. Okay. And I'm going to get, I have a beautiful bowl of charms. And let me go over here and see what I'm feeling. I'm going to go to the bottom, the smaller ones. Okay, here we go. What does this say? Okay, it says property of, and it has a name on it, Davy Jones. I don't know, maybe Jones is somebody's name. Maybe Dave is somebody's name. That makes connection to you guys. But the property of is coming into me more as a buying a property together, real estate property. Could be a new, like a contract, almost looks like a contract. Could be a deed to a house. So it's this feeling of maybe in the future we're going to buy a home. That I would definitely say is going on. This is a hospital. Okay, somebody who might work in a hospital, nurse, doctor, EMT, work around a hospital or some kind of healthcare field, something like that. That could be a clue. I have sunglasses, always has sunglasses. And it feels like mirrored sunglasses where you really can't see their eyes, that they have very dark sunglasses. So that could be something that they always wear. I have a guitar. I have a saxophone. I'm going to say I love live music. I like to go see live music. I probably go out of my way to go to places that have live music playing, a band, even if it's a guitar player, even if it's a keyboardist. But yeah, I prefer to go somewhere that has those types of things. I have a teddy bear with a flower. Let me see what I'm feeling. I have this batch of flowers too. I feel like it's a gift more than anything. It's somebody who brings you a stuffed animal and a balloon on your birthday just for fun. I feel like like a potted flower plant, for, I don't know, Mother's Day, even though you're not their mother, but you're a mother. So it's just, I just feel like they're gifts. So you've got somebody who's a gift giver, stops and buy things. I like that. Okay, I have a helicopter and I have a plane. So I definitely feel like they're and I have an anchor, a ship. So I'm going to say traveling. I'm going to say I do a lot of travel, that I have seen a lot of different things. Even the helicopter is kind of like flying over, Hawaii or New York City, and a helicopter ride, like sightseeing kind of a thing over the islands, they're saying. So I feel like I've done a lot of cruises. I've definitely done a lot of travel. So that's something that's a big part of this person's energy. I do have a lion. So I'm going to say a couple things. Leo energy, or somebody who you see is very brave, very strong, very courageous. Maybe it's connected to their work. They have to work. They 11:11 on the clock when I'm recording this, so I'll take that also. Maybe they work in the emergency room at the hospital, and you're like, I don't know if I could handle the emergency room at the hospital. So it's somebody who maybe has to think fast, with their career, something like that. I have a Ferris wheel. It's coming into me as Playland. I don't know if that's the name of somewhere, like a amusement park. But maybe it's somewhere we just go. Maybe we have children in our lives or grandchildren. We say, hey, let's take the kids. But, it's a day trip. We walk around. Somebody, kids go on the rides, something like that. But it feels like a day trip more than anything, like a local amusement park. I have Christmas bells, but it did come into me as wedding bells. So for some of you, wedding bells are ringing. This could be the person that you want to be with. Okay. I do have a pair of scissors, but they look like shears for a hairdresser. So we could have somebody with a hair license, barbering license. I don't know, their hair is very important to them. They have to get their hair cut very often, but definitely connecting to hairstyling is how I feel. And then I have a wrench. The way it came into me, it was like side tools, almost like side jobs. So maybe I'm really good at fixing things, like a handyman kind of a thing. But I definitely have, I definitely know my way around some tools, and I can fix things. So Mr. Fix It, Mrs. Fix It, something like that. Some people are just really good at that. They're like, I'm not going to hire somebody. I can fix it. So we've got a fix it person. So that feels good. So those are those are my charms, and they all look really good. Let's see what loving messages they have for you. What do you want us to know? So we have this beautiful sense of an infinite love, and I definitely feel like they do want to catch you. And I feel like even if they haven't reached out, or it's going to go slow in the beginning, they're fantasizing about you, and they may be trying to slow it down. They don't want you to think that you're just a hookup. They want you to know that you're going to be more. So they don't want to rush into things, Spirit's saying. So how do we take it slow? I feel like I can't compare to you. That makes me feel insecure. Maybe you're the hottest thing that they've ever seen, and they're a little intimidated by you. That what if you reject me when I want to make sure you're available was one of the things before they're waiting to make their move is that they could be seeing if you're dating anybody, talking to anybody, making sure nobody else is out there. They don't want to be rejected. I'm recovering from a past or karmic situation. That could be you, that could be them. Maybe they're giving you some time. You just came out of a relationship. They don't think that you're going to be ready right away. They figure you're not going anywhere that fast. So maybe they want to give you just some breathing room. I want to spend my life with you by my side. Beautiful. I will share my love the first chance that I get. Don't lose faith in me. Don't give up on me. Okay, I'm out there. I'm on my way. I'm trying to figure out a plan. I'm trying to get to you now. So that feels like I'm trying to move this thing forward. I feel a deep love for what we have together. I want a deep love, Spirit. Sign me up. I can't stop thinking about you. So somebody's definitely fantasizing about you, or will be a very short period of time. I want to give you all of my respect. I am in awe of you. So that feels nice also. Yeah, the respect ties into I want to take it slow. I don't want you to think I'm just seducing you. And as much as I'm tempted, I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to feel that that's all I want. I want you for more. Bottom of the deck. I will love you forever. Gorgeous. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, claim it, own it, it's yours. Comment below. If you'd like to book a private reading, check out my website at kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, I have two other channels, a pick a card channel and a twin flame channel, and I'll put the links in the description and in the comments. Those have different types of readings, so you may check those out. Geminis, have a great August, and I'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.